Okay, I will walk you through 4 problems, and you are expected to follow along and write things down. We are going to do the problems 2 different ways. So the first problem I'm going to do just by faces, and the second problem I'm going to do by formula. You are expected to follow along with the face method and follow along with the formula method, even if you're only going to do the face method, or even if you're only going to do the formula method. You should be aware of both the existence of both, and you should have at least a limited knowledge of how to use both. So, with a rectangular prism, there are 6 faces. The first face, if we look at the bottom, first face would be 10 by 15. That's 150. The second face would be the top, which is also 10 by 15, which is still 150. Then the front would be 10 by 2, and that's 20. The back would also be 10 by 2, and that's 20. And then the left and right would both be 15 by 2, and that's 30. And 15 by 2, and that's 30. So we're going to add up the areas. 0 all the way down is 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. 2 plus 3 is another 5 for 15. And 2 plus 3 is another 5 for 20. So we drop a 0, carry the 2. 2 plus 1 is 4. So we have a final answer of 400 millimeters squared. Using the formula, it's the surface area is twice the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base times the height. If I call the base 7 by 2, then I'm looking at 2 times 7 times 2 plus the perimeter, which would be 7 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 times the height. The height is that 3. So here we go. 2 times 7 times 2, well, 2 times 2 is 4 times 7 is 28, plus 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 times 9 is 18. 18 times 3 is 54. So the surface area of this rectangular prism will be 8 plus 4, which is 2. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 8. So it'll be 82 inches squared. So again, we've seen that we can do this with faces, or we can do this with a formula. Next, we have a triangular prism, and so this has 5 faces, the first of which that we'll worry about is the triangle. So 1/2 times, then we need to know which 2 values make up that square. The 2 values that make up the square are 8 and 3. So 1/2 of 8 is 4, times 3 is 12, and the back face is the same exact thing. Now, the distance from the front to the back is 10. Because it's 10, we know that we will go 10 times, 10 times, and 10 times. So the base of this triangle was 8, so 10 times 8 is 80. And the other 2 sides of this triangle are 5. So 10 times 5 is 50, and 10 times 5 is 50. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 8 is 10. Plus 10 more is 20. So that's 204 meters squared. Again, we can use twice the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base times the height instead. Again, we will do 2 times 1/2 because we're dealing with a triangle, and we need the two numbers that make up that right angle. Those numbers are 6 and 8. Plus, now we need the perimeter of the triangle, so we need all three sides, which are 6, 8, and 10. And the distance from the front to the back, otherwise known as the height, is 18. So finishing this up, we have 2 times 1/2. Those effectively cancel each other out since half of 2 is 1. 1 times 6 times 8 is 48. 6 plus 8 plus 10, that's 24. And then we need to do 24 times 18. So 24 times 18, 8 times 4 is 32. That gives 8 times 2 is 16, plus 3 is 19. Put a 0 here. 1 times 24 is 24. Now we need to do our addition. 9 plus 4 is 13. Drop the 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. So we have plus 432. Then 8 plus 2 is 10. We write the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8. And then we have 480 feet squared. So the point of me doing all this is to show you again that you can either do this, you can either find the surface area of a figure using the face method, which is on the left hand side here, or you can use the formula method, which is on the right hand side here. Either way you choose, you should be successful. I will provide you with some answers to check your work with, and you should be able to practice these and finish them up before the end of the hour. Thank you.